Hi everyone. Okay, that was super loud. I'm sorry. I'm just enthusiastic about this next video. It's also the same setup pretty much as the last one that I had about like self-care, just like that self-love topic that I had, right before the holidays, and it it really does suit me, I feel like, to talk about this just because of the type of person that I am. Don't get me wrong, I have those bad days too, like everyone does, and if they tell you that they don't, they're lying to you because that is just so false. I think that there's so much in the world today to actually just hide that part of a person and just, have that cool and not caring just act, and it hurts so much on the inside trying to actually do that, and it shouldn't be as well known, and it just shouldn't try to people just shouldn't try to do it as much as they do it. And that's why I wanted to come on here to talk about it a little bit. So just confidence, it can be self-confidence, it can be confidence on other things as well, just confidence during this time, and how it could be actually plummeting instead of boosting, which is kind of weird to think about it that way, just because this time, like, people probably aren't seeing as many other people that they know right now, and aren't going to as many places as they used to go. Even in the new year, like, things seem like they would be getting better, but I have heard it so many times where people are like, no, they're just doubting everything, and they're like, yeah, no, we've got a long way to go still. And it's like, yeah, I can see that, but people's mental health right now, I've read articles and studies, like, it's suffering, and that honestly makes me really sad because I know people just aren't as, connected as they used to be before everything happened, and so disconnected. There's two sides to it. If you're someone that does suffer from mental health, like depression or anxiety, this is obviously not the best time to be in. And there are ways to cope with that, and I'm not going to get into it because that's not what I wanted to focus on in this video. But with the confidence factor, sometimes people do need others to be around to have their confidence being boosted, and to like be like, yeah, I'm great, like I'm that. And it just, when you're not around others and not like going to places, not actually feeling yourself, just being stuck at home, or your only highlight of your day is going to the grocery store, that is not the greatest feeling. But it just, I feel like it brings so much to light, so many good things that you might have in your life that you might take for granted a bit, on things that could be going better for you. And you then dwell on those thoughts, those negative thoughts, on why things might not be going so well. And maybe that has to do with yourself, and maybe that doesn't, So there's so many things that come into play. But I think right now, because we're isolated, people then go to thinking about negative things about themselves even more in the time that they are with themselves and maybe not with others. Because probably not trying to go to the family that you're living with because you might be tired of them. I'm luckily not that person, but it had me think about it because I'm not a psychologist, but I am a psychology major. Okay, so this is something that is on my mind a lot. It has been on my mind a lot since March. I think it brings up a lot of thoughts, and it probably weighs heavy on a lot of people's hearts just because some do know people that struggle with that, um, struggling with mental health currently. And it's it's sad to think that, I'm going to say it again, the blessing in disguise thing. People could think it could be for the better, to have this time by yourself to actually reflect and actually come out of it being a better person, having more love for yourself, having a bigger appreciation for yourself. Like, that's all that we want. That's such a big part of some of things that people do struggle with in life and try to achieve. And I'm still trying to achieve that. Like, that's a thing that I'm striving for in 2021. It's just more self love and more appreciation for myself, just because I do struggle with that. It's hard sometimes to remember that you are enough just the way that you are, and just knowing your self worth. And I'm all for that. I'm going to preach that until, until I can't anymore, pretty much. So that's also what this channel is about, and that's why I wanted to come on here to talk about it. Just a reminder to not be so like hard on yourself, and don't get down about some things that you really that are out of your control, and just try to just think positively, have those FaceTime calls with people that you might not be able to see in person. Have Zoom calls. I know I had one the last few weeks and it was interesting. Let me just say that. See if there's any virtual concerts that you can attend. See any live performances that music artists have. I know they always make me feel better and make me want to dance and groove to it, even if no one's here to dance with me. So I think that's the important thing. And just any way really to get that joy and spark back in your life is key right now when things might not seem so bright and, cheery in your life. So I hope that, things of course get better with time, that things get back to a safe point, of course, and that we can all just start, to feel a little bit better, because that is what I want. That is what I want, is for people to just, be at a good place. And I hope that we can eventually get there as united people. I hope me talking helped a little bit. Maybe put a smile on your face, because, that's all I can do for you, really. Just know that I am here for you if you're struggling. I hope you took what I said not to heart, but I hope you listened to some of the things that I said and actually resonated with you. As always, thank you for watching. I appreciate you watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.